Building a strong emergency fund. You hear a lot of people talking about emergency funds, but this is how you make them. Stick around to see. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. We are cracking the code to financial success. Today, we're going to be delving deep into the realm of emergency fund. They are your safety net when life tries to with you. This is your financial shield, protecting you from unexpected expenses that could otherwise really disrupt your financial stability. Not only does having an emergency fund provide peace of mind during these challenging times, such as if you lose your job, sudden medical emergencies, it can also be a force for good. It can also offer you the freedom to pursue personal growth and investment opportunities you may come across that you wouldn't be able to financially pursue without this safety net. We're going to unravel the essentials of creating a robust emergency fund that will have your back when you need it. Let's dive in. Understanding the importance. First things first, let's get down to the brass tacks. Let's truly grasp the importance of what having an emergency fund can do for you. Life is unpredictable, and having a dedicated fund for when life is unpredictable ensures you're prepared for any financial surprises, such as some unforeseen medical bills, car repairs, any unforeseen job losses, maybe you are in an accident and you're unable to work. Myself and my partner obviously found ourselves in a medical emergency. Not an emergency, but it was important. It wasn't out of the blue, it was expected. And we had to spend 6 weeks in hospital, both unable to work, and we were living in the hospital, which is expensive actually, really surprisingly expensive. We had a lot of charities looking out for us. We managed to save a little bit, nowhere near as much as we needed to be comfortable. Overall, it was a very uncomfortable experience anyway, and to be honest, I don't think having the extra money there would have helped at the time, but it would have definitely helped as we came out of the hospital and would have just carried on like normal. There was a good bit of recovery period that we're only just really starting to grasp now. So with that being said, consider the peace of mind that would come if you know that you have a financial buffer for if anything goes wrong financially. It will really elevate that immediate stress, but not only that, it gives you the freedom to focus on re-evaluating your career goals and investing in yourself and actually following what you want to do, which further improves your well-being. For example, with your emergency fund, you could take a short break from work, pursue a short-term course or certification or anything really to enhance your professional skills, leading you to a better job, a more fulfilled job, and even potentially increase your earning potential. What's better than investing in yourself? Setting realistic goals. Building an emergency fund is all about setting realistic goals, and they need to also be tailored around your specific circumstances. I'll try and help guide you through the ideal amount you need to try and stash away based on your monthly expenses and also the potential risk factors you need to take in consideration. So let's break it down. For example, let's say your monthly expenses are around $1,500. What a lot of experts say you should aim for is somewhere between 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. So in this situation, you'd be looking to save between £4,500 and £9,000 or dollars, which would be your 3 to 6 month emergency fund. That might seem like a big jump to start off with, so you may want to start off with first saving £100, £200, £500, £1,000, 1 month's expense, 2 months' expense, and build it up as you go along. This is ultimately the goal at the end, but we need to take smaller steps first to start getting the ball rolling to getting there. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to be able to save 6 months of your living expenses in 1 month, unless you are. Very small few might, and that's crazy, and I'm a little bit jealous. But picture this then. You've saved 6 months of your living expenses. You could use that for the next year and have 6 months off. Guilt-free, no problem. Obviously then you lose your safety net, but you could do it. So some things you could do while using this money to cover your expenses. As I've already mentioned, you could use this as a career transition tool. Within 6 months, you could easily retrain into a different industry if you wanted, and you could do a bit of research and make it so that it's a career that would pay you more, so you'll be able to recoup your living expenses back again. You could even start your own business. It'll really take the pressure off the initial stages, knowing you have that safety net to rely upon. You could use it for travel or personal development. A solid safety net will allow you to fulfill your personal aspirations, such as taking a well-deserved break to travel, explore new cultures. You could use this time to attend well-being seminars, self-improvement workshops, and these could in the end pay off towards your overall well-being and personal health, which are obviously very valuable. It can also help with family support. So for example, if I had 6 months of my living expenses saved up, I obviously have a newborn, but I could take that time off work with my partner, because obviously paternity leave in the UK is only 2 weeks paid, and I can help her with Rose and help raise her instead of having to go to work. The pressure would be taken off and I would be free to do that. Of course, Rose has her needs, so she can be a bit of a handful, and I don't want to miss out on that. Hence the reason for this channel. But it can also go towards, for example, some people I've seen have put off attending their children's parents' evenings because they can't take the time off work because they don't have holidays. But if you have this fund saved up, you could take from it and you could go to them, go to things that really matter to you, which are really good for your well-being and also your families. It can also go into home renovations and upgrades. If you have that money saved up, you can put it into anything you want, really. Now, what I like to think that everybody would aspire for eventually is, if they had no financial endeavours, would be philanthropic endeavours. Why not give back to the planet, to the world, to society, to your neighbourhood? You could really put that money towards something that could help a lot of people. The next two are really juicy. You could put it towards early retirement planning. This might be where you go and see a financial advisor and say, I have this money, make it work for me so I can retire early. What's better than finishing work early but still having a good pension to live off? Taking that a step further, you can look at legacy planning. So obviously I have 3 kids. I'm looking for their legacy. I want to make sure that they have the best life and their kids have the best life. This means using that money to create some financial securities to ensure there's a trust made in their name or whatever, so that they can have the best out of that work that I've put in. It could really take a huge step towards philanthropic goals that I have, as well as a real meaningful impact upon future generations. Smart saving strategies. Some smart saving strategies could include the likes of transferring money from your main account to a separate saving account that's designated for your emergencies. You can allocate a specific percentage of your income and have them sent automatically to that account. One of the most effective and time-tested strategies for saving is the pay yourself first method. What I mean by that is treat yourself like you're a bill that needs to be paid, exactly like your utilities and your rent. By doing it as soon as you receive your wages and allocating that money straight away, you reduce the risk of temptation, but it also is a bit of a mindset change, and it shows that you're prioritizing your financial freedom over other things. It's the first thing that you pay, so that means it's the first thing at the top of your financial priority list. That didn't come out so smoothly. What this means is it makes your savings a non-negotiable commitment, and you'll be surprised at how quickly you can build this fund up over time. And like I've already said, you can streamline this by setting up a standing order so it happens every time of the week. So it happens at the same time every month if you're paid on the same day, or if you're paid weekly, the same time every week, and you just keep rolling with it that direction. And then that way you don't have to think about it. You're guilt-free with what you do. Even if you just spend all of your money, at least you know you're still saving money. Automating it really is a game changer. It makes it so much more easier and less taxing on your mind. Of course, reviewing your budget and your expenditure as well can help to this, and then you can potentially increase the allotted amount of your wages that you're putting straight into your savings, because you know how much you need to expend and you've cut down where you think you comfortably can. I don't mean live like a monk. Staying committed and prepared. Commitment truly is the key when it comes to building and maintaining a safety net, the emergency fund. A lot of hacks along the way to keep you motivated are celebrating the milestones. But celebrate them without spending money, otherwise that negates the effect. You can really visualize these as well by having diagrams, writing them down, having them in your app. So for example, Monzo, you can set saving goals and it rewards you as you go along, and it gamifies the whole process, which is something that you really want to do. You can always set up a saving graph or chart and track it along there, and that way you can visually see it growing opposed to a pile of money. You need something that every time you feel like wavering, you can go back to it and say, no, I'm staying motivated, I'm staying on track, I'm doing this. So some of the small victories could be your first £10, first £100, first £200, all that sort of stuff. You can make the segments as small or as big as you need them, as regularly as you need. As long as you stay committed, you should be celebrating. So that's it. They're the secrets, they're not really a secret, to building a rock solid emergency fund. Remember, it's more than just saving for a rainy day. It's about ensuring you're financially ready for any financial storms that may come your way, but also ensuring you're ready for any particularly sunny days that might come your way and may prove more fruitful. By adapting the strategies such as celebrating your small milestones and visualizing your efforts and progress, you're way more likely to stay motivated and hit your goals. Don't forget to leverage your support system along the way. Let people know you're saving. Let people know your goals. Let them know that you're working towards something bigger. Really consider implementing pay yourself first approach and treat your emergency fund savings as a non-negotiable, and automate as much as you can. That way it takes the human error out of it, and it also takes the human emotions out of it. Keep ensuring that you reevaluate your financial goals and keep things aligned, and if you can save more, save more. If you need to save less, don't punish yourself for it. Just stay Don't punish yourself for it, and just stay motivated to the goal and save what you can. Don't put too much pressure on it. Having an emergency fund offers you financial security and a great burden off a lot of people's shoulders. The peace of mind and freedom it allows you is next to none. Take these proactive steps today, and you'll thank yourself in the future. That is without a doubt. I hope you found this insightful and helpful. If you have, please share, thumbs up, subscribe, the usual stuff. Thanks for watching.